Hey guys, I'm Jessica from the Waldock Way. Today's video is going to be a couch chat about our routine for the day and week. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you is, well actually the first two things I'm going to show you are printables. Let's see, they stay housed on our refrigerator. So this is a printable I made and laminated. It has magnetic tape on the back. And it stays on our refrigerator pretty much all the time unless something changes and I just make a new one. So we start our day off with morning chores and independent work. That independent work ends up normally being whatever I've strewed for the day or whatever she wants to play with, but the key word is independent, so she has to do it by herself. Then we jump right into breakfast and morning basket. So that means that while she's having breakfast, I am normally reading from our morning basket or doing something out of our morning basket. When we're done with morning basket, we go straight into school with mom, which is normally what I like to call table time. So we spend probably about 45 minutes to an hour at the table doing normally language arts and math, sometimes something that goes along with her unit study. After that, she does lunch with an educational show. Yes, I am that mama. I let her watch TV in the middle of the day so that I can have 20 minutes to eat my lunch in peace and quiet. And that is exactly what I'm doing. I normally eat my lunch either at the dining room table or in my room alone. And she watches Magic School Bus or Wild Kratts or Octonauts, something educational. And then we have an afternoon activity. Our afternoon activity changes each day. I'll tell you a little more about that when I go over our weekly routine or schedule, but it's really more of a routine. After our afternoon activity, she has quiet time or an audiobook. So during this time period, she's allowed to talk to me or show me what she's doing, but it's more of a free play time as long as it's quiet and kind of independent because I'm trying to do housework at this point. I am loading and unloading the dishwasher. I am folding laundry. I am straightening up from that day's school. I'm basically trying to get the house ready for my husband to be home. And then we have dinner, which I'm either finishing whatever I've prepared that morning or my husband cooks while I'm going ahead and getting a head start on some college or some work. And then we spend family time together. We might watch a movie or we might play a game. It just depends on what our mood is that night. And then we have bath, book, and bedtime. So normally I do bath and then my daughter will read a book to me and my husband before she goes to bed or before he goes to bed. And then I read her a book at bedtime as well, most of the time. I'm going to go ahead and show you another printable, which is her chores, because people always ask when I say morning chores what my 6-year-old is doing. The way we have this work is we have little pink round magnets, like the little 1-inch round magnets that stay on the fridge down here in these little squares. And as she completes them, she covers them up. So her chores are really simple. It's not anything big. It's make her bed, get dressed, brush her teeth, brush her hair, feed the pets, which we have cats, so it's not like she has to do a whole lot of feeding. Help with the dishes. So she does the silverware. So anytime I unload the dishwasher, I just put them like in a basket and she puts it away. Help with laundry. She's expected to put her own laundry in her dresser drawers and she folds all the rags and hand towels. And then read for 15 minutes. This is normally accomplished by her reading to her dad at bedtime. Sometimes she'll also read to her cat. But as long as she's read 15 minutes outside of school time, so not included in curriculum, that day she can cover that up. And we still haven't figured out, as of right now, she's just expected to do these period. She hasn't really started asking about allowance yet, and we really haven't gone there yet. So we'll figure that out when the time comes. And you're probably not going to be able to see this because it's really small, but this is our weekly schedule. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of it so you can get an idea of how our week looks. So on Mondays are our errand days. We live an hour away from civilization. So Mondays, we pretty much do morning basket and then we leave immediately. And we're in the car all day. So she has gymnastics that day. We also run errands that day. We go to the library that day. And then we pick up groceries on our way home. So the only thing we really get accomplished that day school-wise is we do gymnastics and we normally listen to an audiobook in the car. That's how we get a lot of read aloud time in because we live so far. So that's 2 hours normally at minimum that we can listen to a book each week. Even if she doesn't listen at quiet time, we get that in no matter what. So on Tuesdays, everything here looks the same, except our afternoon activity on Tuesdays is tea time. So we have poetry tea time on Tuesdays. And basically the same thing for Wednesdays. Everything will look the same on Wednesdays, except on Wednesdays we are doing our nature walk. On Thursdays, again, everything looks the same. And on Thursdays, we do an activity, like a big hands-on project for our unit study. So we will do our art project for our unit study, or a big hands-on project, whatever kind of like big undertaking that she's picked for the week, we do that on Thursday. And then Friday is a little bit different. So we still do our morning basket on Friday, but school with mom and afternoon activity become free choice. So it's our fun Friday. So she gets to choose between game day, science experiments. She may even choose, sometimes she'll want to have an extra poetry tea time, which is fine. She may ask for additional art projects, which is fine as well. Sometimes I'll do like a theme day. Like if she's really shown interest in something that maybe doesn't fit into our curriculum, or something she's interested in but not so interested to do an entire unit around it. Like, for instance, the other day we went and had some issues with our car and it ended up in the shop. So she was really interested in like cars and how they work. So I would probably get a couple books from the library, maybe check out a few YouTube videos, and maybe see if we could have like a puzzle or like a build a car thing. So I would just kind of put that into a day. But normally Friday is free choice for her to choose whatever she wants. That is not independent time. That is her time to choose whatever she wants to do with me. So that is what I like to call free choice with mom. So she still has my undivided attention during that time period to do things that maybe she would like me to do that I don't always get a chance to do, because in the evenings I'm trying to do college vlog. So she may choose for us to play dolls all day that day, and that's fine with me. If that's what she chooses what to do with her Friday and that's fun for her, that might be what we do. It doesn't always have to be educational. I hope you enjoyed seeing a peek at our day and week, and stay tuned because there will very soon be a day in the life coming where you'll be able to see into our entire day and kind of how that flows better than on paper. So like this video if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and stay tuned by subscribing to see that day in the life and more content like it.